Hi, and welcome to this FORNAV coffee break. My name is René Brummel. I'm a product specialist at FORNAV, and I will be your presenter today. As this coffee break is live, you can ask your questions via the GoToWebinar question window. We will answer them at the end of the coffee break. Today, we're going to explain the conversion to the external layouts type. In recent versions of Business Central, Microsoft have created a new table structure for report layouts. This new table structure has several types of layout type, RDLC, Word, Excel, and now external. In the past, we have had to pretend that FORNAV reports had Word or RDLC layouts, but now we can upgrade all FORNAV reports to use the external type. Report layouts are used a lot by FORNAV, so we have worked hard to create a seamless upgrade scenario. In this coffee break, we will explain this upgrade. The change is completely invisible. You won't need to do anything other than run the normal extension upgrade scripts and upgrade your custom reports. To demonstrate the conversion to the external layouts type, I'm going to use these steps. Prerequisites, what do I need to get going? In step 2, I will explain the external layout type. In step 3, I will demonstrate the upgrade of the standard FORNAV reports. In step 4, I will upgrade a custom report. Let's start with the first step. Today, I will be working in a Business Central on-premise server with the Business Central 2024 Wave 2 release. I've installed the FORNAV customizable report pack and I've executed the step-by-step wizard from the assisted setup to get started. I've installed the FORNAV Designer, which is a part of the FORNAV toolbox. You can download the FORNAV toolbox from the FORNAV website. And of course, everything I do today will also work in a cloud environment. The first thing we need to do is to determine what report layouts are. Reports in Business Central are built up of two parts, the code and the layout. Report layouts have different formats. They can be RDLC, Word, Excel, or FORNAV files. Reports can have built-in layouts and custom layouts. Built-in layouts are defined by the developer of the report and are stored with the report code in an extension. Custom layouts can be defined by a Business Central user and are stored in the Business Central database. All these layouts must be converted to the new external layouts type. So let's have a quick look in the Business Central database to see what we have. It's just a plain Business Central database with some basics inside. And to demonstrate today, I'll work on the invoice. And the invoice, as you can see, has its built-in layout, which at the moment is called FORNAV VAT sales invoice.docx. We have a custom layout, which is conveniently called coffee break prep. And we have the email body layout as we always had. And then I have another report, which is a custom report. Actually, I have two, but I'll work on the PTE my list. And regular watchers of coffee break videos may recognize this report because I've used it before in a different video. This report has the built-in layout, which is called PTE my list.docx, and we have a custom layout. And if I run the report, it's just a plain customer list, which we use fairly often in demos with the green bar, and the green bar is added in the custom layout. So that's pretty simple. Now, like I said, Microsoft has changed all of the tables recently, which we call the tenant report layout tables. And you can find all of the report layouts in the report layouts page, which we don't use very often inside FORNAV, but it's a standard Business Central page. Let's filter this one for the two reports that I'm using. I'm messing this up, aren't I? There we go. So you can see that all of the reports are displayed in the report layouts page. Now this is actually a virtual table. You don't actually find this table inside the underlying SQL database. But it is a nice table because it allows me to show you exactly what there is and what it looks like. And you can see that these tables, these reports have a built-in layout, which is part of the extension. And this extension I'm working on is called Best Practice New Report. And the type of all of these report layouts are Word. And you can see I have custom layouts and the built-in layouts. And that is what is there, and that is what we are moving away from, because like I said, we are moving to a different type, the external type. So now we know what we are talking about and what we are going to upgrade. I can demonstrate the conversion of the standard FORNAV reports. And these are all the reports that are part of the FORNAV customizable report pack, and their custom layouts, of course. This conversion is completely automatic and will happen when FORNAV is upgraded to a version that has external layouts enabled. And we moved over to these external layouts in one of the 7.4 releases. So today I'm just going to upgrade from the 7.4.2500.5 release to the latest 8.008 release. And to do so, I'm going to use a quick script, which is called Coffee Upgrade. It's just a basic upgrade script for extensions. There's nothing magical about it, but you can find those in the coffee breaks we did before. And by the way, if you are wondering why I'm doing this on a BC25 database, which is one version before what we're using right now, and that's because we don't have an old version with the old Word layouts for Business Central 26. So I had to switch back to a 25 database. Now this should all be done in a minute. And I know watching an upgrade script run is about as exciting as watching paint dry. And that's kind of my point. My point is that the upgrade of the standard FORNAV reports is completely seamless. So let's reload my Business Central window, go back to the FORNAV standard reports, and we'll see some very, very subtle changes, namely that the built-in layout, as you recall, was called filename.docx. It's now called FORNAV. The report itself runs perfectly as it did before. And in the report layouts table, you can see that the reports are still there. We have right here the built-in layout, and you can see that the layout name is now FORNAV. The description is FORNAV, and the type is external. And the custom layouts name and description have stayed the same. The extension, of course, is empty because they are custom, they're stored in a database, and the type is also external. So really, as far as end users know, nothing at all has happened. And all of this has happened just automatically when we upgraded the reports. Then finally, what we must do also is upgrade our custom reports. And we're going to start with a health check to see if we have any problems. So let's move to my reports page. And here we have the My List report with the custom layout that we had before. And I'm quickly going to run the health check, and you can see that errors exist. Click here for a full list. So let's go and have a look. And there we go. You can see we have a warning right now for the layouts PTE mylist.docx, which as we saw before is the built-in layout. If I drill down into this, you can see that the built-in layout is not converted to the type external, which means we need to convert this ourselves. Weirdly, or maybe not weirdly, the custom layout has been upgraded automatically. If I go to the report layouts, let's see if I can type a simple sequence of numbers. You can see that the built-in layout has not been upgraded to external, but the custom layout has been upgraded to external. And that's because with FORNAV, we try to upgrade all of these extensions automatically to the external type. Now, there are scenarios where extensions are automatically unloaded before you upgrade FORNAV to a newer version. And in that case, you need to run this conversion manually later on. And to run that manually, you can just open the health check, and the health check will have an auto fix button enabled. It will say warning, the custom layout is not upgraded, auto fix. will automatically upgrade it for you. But now we need to upgrade the built-in layout. Now let's go and have a look at our report. And this is the PTE MyList report. You can see that it has the Word layout, layouts PTE MyList.docx, and the default layout is Word. We need to convert that to external. To do so, simply open the FORNAV Designer, open Report from File, select and open the Report AL file, save, and we are done. Now, in some cases, some of you may need to work with old and new versions of the FORNAV reports at the same time. In the FORNAV settings of the designer, we have a new setup field, which is called layout code generation. I've set it to default, which is the new version. You can set it to single, and in that case, FORNAV will be locked into the old Word layout version. And if you select multiple, FORNAV will be locked into the new external layout feature. Typically, default should do for most scenarios. If I have a look at my report, save the report, you can see that something has changed, namely the default rendering layout is now FORNAV. And I have a new rendering part of my FORNAV report, which is the layout is FORNAV, the MIME type is FORNAV, and the layout file, you can see the layout file is still a docx file. So underwater, we're still using Word documents, but they simply contain the FORNAV report file. Upload this to my server. And on my server, of course, I need my custom reports. My report layout has been converted, you can see, because the name has changed to FORNAV. And if I run the health check, everything is healthy again and I'm good to go. Let's recap what we just did. We found that there is a new type of report layout, the external type, and that all the FORNAV reports must be upgraded to work with this new layout type. We upgraded FORNAV to the latest version and found that the upgrade of standard FORNAV reports works seamlessly. Custom reports must be upgraded manually though. To upgrade a custom report, all you need to do is open it in the FORNAV Designer and save it. And of course, if you have many reports to upgrade, you can upgrade them all in one action with the FORNAV Converter. Thank you for listening to me so far. I can see we don't have any questions, so I'm going to wrap up this coffee break. If you want to know more about FORNAV, or if you want to download the FORNAV Designer and Converter, please visit our website. If you want to install FORNAV in Business Central Cloud, please visit the Microsoft App Source. You can watch more videos about FORNAV on our YouTube channel, and if you have any questions about FORNAV, please email them to support@fornav.com. For the full list of upcoming and recorded coffee breaks, please visit fornav.com/coffeebreak. With that, thank you very much for joining me today, and goodbye.